thank you for stopping by and celebrating the 10-year anniversary of one of, if not my favorite game, which is called LA Noire. We are starting a new playthrough. Because I thought, why the heck not? I might even think about making a series on this. On this video. Or on this game. Don't skip the tutorial. I'm gonna think about making a series about this game. It's a really great game. But for now, let's watch this introduction because it's really amazing.
A new type of city, based not on the man, but on the automobile, the car, a symbol of freedom and vitality.
Love this intro.
Where every man can
There's Cole Phelps.
and have room to breathe and not be overlooked by his neighbors.
Kissing his wife goodbye.
A city where a man's home
He
is his
leaves for his
castle,
first day
a quarter acre of the dream
on the
made
job.
possible by victory. A city of opportunists.
Elysian Fields.
A city
What
of
does Rockstar in
dreams,
the word
where
Elysian?
Hollywood will
Because
shape the thoughts and
the home
desires of the entire
building
planet.
company in this game is Elysian. And then in GTA there's Elysian Island, and then Red Dead 2
City of
Elysian Pool.
pioneers.
What the heck, Rockstar? Hollywoodland. This is like one of the only Rockstar games that use real life brands. Like car brands and all that.
A city of dreamers.
I think the only other one, like the other series I can think of is Midnight Club LA. Is Midnight Club. They use real life car brand names. I think that's about it.
A city of undercurrents. Where not
Let me
everything
just
is as it seems.
share the stream.
A
Spread the
20th
word.
century city that will become a model for the world. A city that has no boundaries. That will stretch as far as the eye can see.
Sam Hauser, Dan Hauser, and Leslie Benzies. It's gonna be a while before we're never gonna see those three names again on a Rockstar
In the
title
Marine
because
Corps, you deal with the chain of
Dan
command.
and Leslie have left.
Mistakes get made, but you deal with them. You know what you're fighting for and that you're on the same team. But dealing with corruption is like chasing shadows. You never know whether the guy you're talking to is on the pad, or whether it's your partner, or maybe even the watch commander. So who do you trust, Cole? I made up my mind a long time ago.
KGBL calling car 14 Adam. 14 Adam, come in.
Go
What
ahead,
car 14
KGPL.
Adam?
14 Adam, see the detective, an ambulance shooting at 6th and Industrial Street. Unit 16 William requests uniformed assistance for an evidence search. 14 Adam, code 2.
Roger, 14 Adam
Shooting.
en route. Here we
Let's
go
go.
again. They don't request
Yeah.
uniforms for an evidence search unless there's some kind of catch. Ever the optimist.
That's true.
From the beam of sunshine himself.
Coroner's here.
Floyd Rose, homicide. You might back up?
Yes, sir.
This guy in the golden suit,
We had
the
a
gold
shooting
color
took place
suit.
down this
He's
alleyway. We have the
his name's
Vic,
Rusty
Stuart
Galloway.
Payton,
Keep
a
him in
Negro
mind.
male bagged up and on his way to Central Morgue. Witness says a tall white guy, our shooter, put two in the Vic's head and then threw his piece.
Oh, white guy.
I need you guys to try and recover the gat.
You want us to look anywhere in
I
particular?
got you.
Give it your best shot, guys. The dead guy's a lowlife. I'm not expecting any miracles here.
And if we recover the
Yeah,
weapon,
just be warned.
Bag and return it
This
to
game takes
technical
place in the
services.
1940s, so like
Boyd,
there's a lot of like
I'm out here.
racism going
Happy
on
hunting.
and very violent murders that you can find, like very gruesome. Tend to be naked
This
women
is a fist
in
hump.
some of the murders.
Just going through
But
the motion.
it's 1940s.
probably right. Let's just
This
get it over
region's
and
rated
done.
18 plus.
All right, have it your
But yeah,
way.
like I said, that guy in
Search
the
right up to the
golden
back
sand
wall.
color
If you still
suit.
don't come up with
Keep him in
anything,
mind.
find me
His name is Rusty
and we'll talk
Galloway.
it out.
Keep him
Two
in
heads
mind.
are
He's
always better
important
than one.
to the story. Just another day on patrol. We find the weapon. We gotta bag it, tag it, return it to the station. That's
Shooter
a
put
lot
him
of
up against
blood.
the wall and blew his brains out.
Yeah,
Hell
I'd
of a
say.
way to go.
Doesn't really matter
I
how
would
you go
say.
once you're gone.
Don't get all deep on me, Phelps.
There's a gun up in the
Ralph,
ceiling.
there's something on the rooftop.
How the hell did you see that?
A reflection in the window. Looks like it might be our weapon. I'm gonna see if I can find a way up there.
All right, don't hurt yourself.
Yeah, the running is different than in other games. You have to hold
gun's
the
up on
right
the
trigger
roof, right?
to run.
So we need to find a way up.
Yeah, I know. This ain't my first rodeo. Hello.
What kind of
Smith
chumps
and
do these
Wesson,
homicide guys
serial
think we are?
S71893.
Looks a lot like the high roller revolver from RDR2. Like mixture, or even Algernon's revolver. Like,
Two
like a
rounds
mixture of the
fired.
two.
And instead of dropping it down a drain, our shooter hoists it up here. Interesting guy.
Well then.
We should follow
What is? Why don't people? Why? This guy's clearly not the smartest of murderers.
We
Friggin'
have
he
the
just
gun,
leaves
Cole.
the gun
Let's
here.
take
He
it
just
back
leaves
to
the gun
Central. We
at the
could get a
scene.
commendation.
Like an idiot.
Could show some initiative, Ralph, and see if we can come up with an owner.
That's a long shot, Cole.
It's a pretty fancy gun. You know a local gun store?
Sure. There's a place a couple of blocks from here.
Okay then.
Are you sure about
Now,
this? It's not really our gig.
What you can do in this
No
game
harm in
is you can
doing
collect a
some
bunch
digging.
of different
suits
newspaper
didn't seem to
scraps.
give much of a
Like,
damn.
like you can collect
Such a little
a bunch of
Boy
newspapers in it. So it has like a side
wait
story
till
to
that
it
uniform
almost of the
can.
game.
You'd
So,
rather round up drunks
I've
than help
seen
old
them all
ladies across
before,
the
but
road?
I'd rather get
we'll
through the
continue
day
them.
without the captain's foot up my ass.
It'll be fine, Ralph.
it's part of the job,
You worry
dude.
too much.
So yeah, you can pick all these new newspapers around the game. There's like 13 total,
Wake up,
I believe, and you
Cole.
can like pick them up and look at the cutscenes. They have like sort of like a side story to them.
Dr.
So
Fontaine,
we'll read them here. We'll look at them
could I
here.
have a word?
Of course, young man.
I really enjoyed your lecture, Doctor. Psychiatry seems to have a tremendous amount to offer.
Why, thank you. I'm always happy to receive acknowledgement for my work. The mind is the last great mystery in medicine. Are you thinking of specializing, Mr.
Sheldon, or Courtney Sheldon. I'm only in second year, Doctor.
Keep them in
They
mind.
fast-tracked me a year because of my experience during the war.
Ah,
That's what I wanted to talk to you about. Battle fatigue and collapse under duress. Can it be helped?
I would say yes, given the right set of circumstances. Trauma forces the mind to close down, retreat in on itself. We try to find ways to unlock the mind again through a combination of therapy and drug treatment. Hypnosis and therapy are powerful tools. in the right
Therapy and
hands,
drug treatment.
Sheriff.
I've been to visit some of the guys at the VA hospital. A good friend of mine, he's so far away. It's like he's wandering
You
around.
went through a lot together.
Yes, Doctor.
Give me his details and I'll make a prognosis. I have a number of clinics in Los Angeles, Courtney Sheldon, and your penance, for your friend's help, is to come and work at one of them in your spare time, with what little spare time a medical student has. Is that a deal?
Is it ever? I can't thank you enough.
I'm not promising a cure, Courtney. I want you to remember that. Every physician has patients that he cannot hope to cure, for whom he can only smooth the path to death.
Fun fact about that guy, the doctor. His name's Dr. Harlan Fontaine. He's actually voiced by Peter Bloomquist, who's the same guy that plays Micah Bell in Red Dead Redemption 2. I don't think many people know that, so that's kind of like a unique fact.
Wake
There.
up, Cole.
Dude, can you let me view the newspaper? God. So impatient, aren't you? And also, fun fact, if you go up to your partner and you're kind of stumped on what to do,
Help me
press
out.
X.
The gun
And you
store's
can
up
give
on
you some
Central
advice.
Avenue, Cole. Are we going?
Yeah, we'll go there. And also, if you go up to the car and hold Y,
You drive. I need
your
to go over
partner
the
can
case
drive
notes.
if you select the location. So that's good. It's not you don't miss out on any of the dialogue they give you too, which is nice. So you still get some dialogue, and you can also skip the drive too. The game will skip the drive if there's no dialogue, but if there is dialogue, it'll play out. Shooting gallery open 24 hours. Okay. Let's go.
Officers Phelps and Dunn. Can you tell us anything about this gun?
Smith & Wesson, Model 27, registered Magnum. Chambered for .357, nickel-plated with pearl grips. Same gun used by General Patton.
You're not suggesting he's the owner?
No, I'm not.
You seem to know a lot about the weapon.
I ought to. I sold it. You know, this piece will stop a rhino. These babies
Yeah, I doubt
are
that.
only available special order. Here's my Smith & Wesson order book.
You mind if I take a look?
Be my guest. This is about something bad, right?
Yep.
Model 27 with pearl grips, Cole. You see it on there?
27 pearl grips. Here it is.
We're in luck. Errol Schroeder.
Errol
203 South
Schroeder.
Glass Street. Ordered the gun in February 46. Thanks, you've been a big help.
Anytime. Always happy to help out the LAPD.
Thank you.
Do we call
He was
it
a
in?
kind
Let's see
gunsmith.
if he's at home. Owning the gun doesn't prove he pulled the trigger.
Okay.
Yeah, that's true.
In for a penny, in for a pound. Lead the way, Gunga Din.
Let's go find a murderer.
That
1947
wasn't
Los
so hard, was
Angeles.
it? Just because we're in uniform doesn't mean we
Quite
can't use
similar
our
to
initiative.
GTA 5.
I guess so.
Los
Seems a little too
Santos.
good to be true. One-of-a-kind murder weapon bought locally using a real name? If Schroeder's our shooter, he's no criminal mastermind.
Most of them
That's
are.
the truth. He's an idiot.
Caught. 2 out of
Good
every
point,
3
Cole.
crimes are
Yeah.
done on impulse.
Another fact from the Phelps Encyclopedia of Thin Air. You really are full of it.
I think I'm supposed to go up that bridge there. Yeah. We'll just cut through here. We're cops. We have our siren. We can get away with this. Like, you see what I mean? Like, LA Noire is one of the only games that use real car brands. Because there's the Ford logo right there. It actually says Ford. You go to the car showroom, it has real car brands, which is pretty cool. It's like one of Rockstar's only games that use real car brands. Also, if you press X on Xbox, when you're in a car with your partner, he'll like tell you which direction to go sometimes, since there's no like actual waypoint itself. So that's good.
Go straight
Clearly
through.
my partner doesn't want to talk. Okay, there we go. I was gonna say clearly he doesn't want to talk to me, but there it is. So I'm thinking we'll get through like the patrol desk section, and then we'll do one case when we get promoted, and then I'll probably stream some more at some point in the future. Cause I'm gonna make a series out of this. Why not? You know. Like just by the intro and like just like this game, like you can really tell that Rockstar was ahead of their time even in 2011, which is when this game first was released. There's Phelps. He was actually portrayed by actor Aaron Staton. So, yeah, and like if you look at a picture of Aaron Staton, you can be like, that's Cole Phelps right there. And you see him because like he looks identical to him. Because it was the first game that used facial recognition.
Schroeder, apartment 2.
So, yeah. First game to use facial recognition for the characters. So, yeah. It's a really good game. Police, open up. We're under arrest for murder.
What do you guys want?
I'm Officer Cole Phelps. This is Officer Dunn, Wilshire Division. You're the owner of a Smith & Wesson Model 27, nickel-plated with pearl grips?
I might be. What of it?
Then you'll be surprised to know that Scooter Payton was murdered tonight with your gun.
You're out of your mind. Scooter? He works for me. I have that gun here in my drawer.
Mm-hmm.
What the fuck is going on here?
You're under arrest,
I just
Schroeder.
told you.
Cuff him
You're under
right
arrest for
away.
murder.
You're not taking me down for this.
Oh, you're gonna punch my
Ready, tough
partner?
guy?
That's assault on an officer, which is freaking illegal, you son of a pickle. Hold X to block. Luckily, I can unlock luckily, I've unlocked a suit that when I become detective, I can wear, and it's like called the Untouchable, which you can wear to get like it makes it so you can't like it's hard. It's like blood is unshowable when being punched. Yeah, headlock. Oh, damn. I love it if he like
Ralph,
land on the table and the
you
table
all right?
broke.
I'm fine. I hardly felt it. He's lucky he caught me off guard.
Pick up the hat.
Keep an eye on him, Ralph. I'm gonna take a look around.
Mystic Tales. This isn't important. Yeah, you can pick up a bunch of stuff that doesn't always pertain to the case. It doesn't pertain to the case. But in here, there's something of interest. This pocketbook. Floyd Rose.
List of names and a series of numbers. Floyd Rose's name is in this book.
That was a detective that was partnered with
Phelps, we
that
can
other
come
guy,
out of this
with
all
Rusty.
bright and shiny with a commendation. Or stick
The
our
heck?
schlongs in a hornet's nest.
Crooked cop.
Call it in, partner.
Crooked cop,
Leave
I'm
the book
guessing.
where you found it.
But it's evidence.
Officer Phelps, badge 1247, requesting.
Thank you for stopping by and watching this. I really appreciate you guys celebrating the 10th anniversary of one of my favorite games with me. Yeah, it's like some army flashbacks that Cole has. Some of the scenes. I love this one, it's funny.
You dumb fucking sons of bitches, get in this line now before I lose my temper.
Excuse me, Sergeant, but...
Excuse me? Fuck you. You say another word and I'll break your fucking head and have you in the brig.
Some of us are here for...
I know why you're here, asswipe. I'm
Whoa.
having a bad day, Private. Some people don't seem to want to get on this bus.
Didn't ask for your help.
He didn't ask for your help. Can you believe this guy? Who are you two? Abbott and Costello?
We're here for OCS, Sergeant.
So it's the three fucking stooges and you're here for OCS. God help this fucking country and the USMC. The Japanese will do the world a favor and kill you quickly. All three of you are on report. What are your fucking names?
Phelps.
Kelso.
Merrill.
Any other gentlemen for OCS? OCS is at Elliott. You take the Camp Elliott bus over there. This bus is for MCRD. This bus is for men who want to fight.
What a nice general. I think that's who he was. I don't know. I don't know my military rankings. Armed and dangerous. Oh boy,
Well, you picked
this
the right
seems
place,
interesting.
Cole. A city that needed an honest cop like a thirsty man needed water. You'd heard the stories, but you weren't interested. You were here to fight the good fight, solve cases, right wrongs. But the force is like politics. There's no sitting on the fence. You have to choose sides. A brown paper envelope, or a Greyhound ticket to Palookaville. It could only ever end one way.
All units to 211 in progress and shots fired at Westlake Savings and Loan, 1415 West 3rd Street. Unit to handle identify code 3.
We'll take that. It's only a couple blocks from here.
14 Adam calling KGPL. We'll handle the 211.
Roger that, 14 Adam. Be advised, suspects are armed and dangerous.
Hence why the case is called Armed and Dangerous. Here we go. Time to stop a robbery.
Make it quick, you guys. The cops are here. We gotta move it.
Yeah, they are. Oh, crap. Yeah, you can open the trunk and get guns out. That's a cool feature that they have in the game.
Try for the front door. Keep your goddamn head down. Use the cover, Phelps. We don't know how many are in there. Take it slow. Backup will be here soon.
LAPD, put down your weapons. The bank
Yeah.
is surrounded. I'm offering you a chance to...
copper. You come any closer?
You can blind fire in this game, which
and
is
it's the
good.
electric chair.
It apparently is. Yeah, not many people mention like the feature where you're hacking your shot off in Red Dead 2 is a
Give me
feature
some
taken
cover.
from this game too.
Come get me.
I mean, it's a feature taken from this game, which is pretty cool. We got him.
That's it? We got them all? I think
Yeah.
we got them, Cole. Should be
I
all
think
clear.
so too, Ralph.
Lieutenant Hopkins says anytime you reach for the shotguns, you're either going to end up dead or wearing a citation. So I guess...
It's okay, Ralph. You did well in there. I'm glad you had my back. Man couldn't ask for a better partner.
Nice. Another army cutscene here.
This kind of opportunity comes along once in a lifetime, Hank. I have to grasp it.
You have to survive at first, Cole. Here are the veterans. The Japs love to shoot officers.
If I can make a name for myself in this war, my future...
Thinking of taking on a company of the Emperor's finest single-handed? You don't seem the Sergeant York type to me.
When I need your opinion, Kelso, I'll ask for it.
They talk about officers like you in boot camp, Cole. They call it the Custer syndrome. Guys who go around dreaming of fame and glory and getting all of their men killed in the process.
Our duty is to lead, Kelso.
And their duty is to die for your wonderful future?
Yeah, Phelps and Kelso don't really get along.
Cole Phelps and
Warren's
Jack Kelso.
outstanding.
With some people, it's as simple as chemistry. Two guys who should have been friends, but their personalities got in the way. Phelps, a good guy, wound way too tight. And Kelso, a quiet man who could never walk away from a fight.
Well, it's a shame you don't like to talk about it, Cole.
Ralph, friends who want to stay friends don't discuss religion or politics. And in my case, you can add the war to that.
I know that bum. Wendell Bauer. I put him away before he jumped parole.
Oh, son of a bitch.
Get after him, Phelps. I'll head him off in the car.
Yeah, you do that.
Bowers! Stop! LAPD!
You can go screw yourselves. Why, you! He's hiding in the alley!
Thank you for the information. The first time I did this mission, I got ran over by that garbage truck. I'm just like, nice.
Bowers! Hold it right there!
Stop now or I will shoot. I won't
Yeah,
tell
if you get too
again,
close to
Wendell.
people climbing up a ladder, they'll actually like knock you off.
Get down from there right now.
Give it up, Wendell!
One time I got shot by Ralph doing this, because friggin' he's like blind
Hell away
firing.
from me!
And then Phelps is just like, watch your fire, Ralph! Yep, there you go, you can
gotta be
kick by
kidding.
people.
You fucking
sometimes you
asked
can fall
for
from the height and die.
There's no way
But yeah, I
I'm
once
going
got
back
shot by
inside.
Ralph doing this, and Phelps is like, watch your fire, dud! Fucking, I love it.
I've done my time.
Parkour in this game. Why can't we have this kind of parkour
It's
in
over,
GTA
Bowers.
You
Rockstar?
assholes already screwed me once.
Yeah, sure, there's some bad apples in the bunch, but I'm not one of them. I just want to help you out.
Give it up,
I don't wanna
Bowers!
try and
There's
screw
nowhere
you
left to
over.
go!
Oh, ow!
Looks
The
like
scream.
we got the place to ourselves.
Yeah, looks as though we have that to ourselves. What was that?
You persistent little shit.
Language.
How How you doing, Wendell? Your parole officer's feeling lonely. He's got a hole in his life for an asshole like you. You can make it up to him in 10 years' time. Watch your head. This
So you should be getting out now.
in the Iron Hotel by tomorrow night.
This game came out 10
Nice
years ago
work,
today.
Cole.
You be
You run
getting out
track
now.
in high school?
Maybe. Maybe not.
Part of the tradition of the Marine Corps and being an officer in the Marine Corps is the ability to make tough decisions. The right decision is not always the popular one. The right decision will get the men you care about killed. These ratings and your ability to give them frankly and truthfully directly affect your chances of successfully becoming a Marine officer. Candidate Phelps, you have the floor. Esprit de Corps, Merrill, 10. Franklin, 8. Weiss, 8. Donahoe, 6. Kowalski, 6. Hudson, 5. Kelso, 2. Leadership, Donahoe, 8.
Really hate
Franklin,
Kelso.
7. Merrill, 6. Kowalski, 6. Weiss, 5. Hudson, 5. Kelso, 1. Candidate Kelso.
I'm sorry, Captain, but I joined the Marine Corps to fight the enemy, not get involved in this schoolboy chicken shit.
Kelso, in my office, now!
Oh, shit. Never call out your commander. Buyer beware. Whenever I read that title, I always think of, like, Goosebumps. Like you know when you watch like an episode of that old show Goosebumps, and like at the end, just like viewer beware, you're in for a scare. It always reminds me of that.
solve the shows that you have the gumption, the gung-ho, the get up and go to make you stand out from your average rank and file patrolman. This could be the one, Cole.
That does not sound good. Oh crap, there's a dead guy.
LAPD, could you stand clear of the body, please? Has anyone called an ambulance?
We've called an ambulance and the police, but I'm afraid he's dead.
No duh.
Okay, stand further back and move along. It's your choice, but make it quick, people.
Hey, Cole. You got here quick.
My beat crosses 7th Street.
Okay. You're first reporting then. We'll get a perimeter going and move the crowd on.
First reporting.
You better see what you can find out before the homicide dicks show up. I'll be with you in a moment.
Broad daylight.
Let's see.
A crowded street. Now I've seen everything.
Everybody stay back. Let us do our job.
Hey, I always find this guy kind of looks like Michael from GTA 5. Bank of Arcadia.
C. Galetta. Layaway
That's
receipt.
his name, I guess.
Pearl earrings. Made out to Bank of Arcadia.
Isn't that his name? Anything in there? No. Do you know who shot you? No? You don't know? Talkative one, ain't you? Usually sometimes they're holding things when you investigate their bodies. He wasn't this time. Let's head over here. Another gun. What is it with people ditching the gun at the scene?
FM
Idiots.
Browning. Serial number 01138.
01138.
Might need to run it by a gun store.
Eagleson's gun store's a couple blocks from here.
Well then. There's one more. Yeah, right here.
Shell casings. These look like 32s.
This guy in the crowd thinks he saw something, Cole. You better take a statement.
Step over it carefully.
All right. Yes, it's a dead person.
Sir, I'm Officer Phelps. What exactly did you see?
I heard the shots. I thought it was a car backfiring. I saw a girl run into the shoe store.
This is awful. Just awful. Why can't we get any closer?
Thank you.
Speak to the witness before homicide arrives, Phelps. If you
Yeah.
think she's lying, don't be afraid to get forceful. Verbally, of course. And don't accuse her of anything without proof. Lawyers love that shit. And if you're
Yeah,
sure
they
she's
do.
straight up, try the general approach. See what you can coax out of her.
I got it.
Can I?
I'm Officer Phelps, miss. I'm here about the shooting. Did you know the victim?
He was my boss. Mr. Gage.
Mr. Gage's first name.
Everett.
And you are?
Galleta. Clovis Galleta.
Eyewitness account. Tell me what you saw, please. So she was C. Galletta, not him.
Do you think you could tell me exactly what happened, miss?
I look around the shops at lunch.
Okay.
I was in a store when Mr. Gage, my boss, bursts in yelling that I'm late on my lunch.
And?
We came back. I was angry. I walked in front. I heard shots. I turned and saw Mr. Gage fall.
I don't buy that. Why else would you have your layaway voucher on him?
You're lying, Miss Galletta. You know what happened and why. You're going to tell me.
There's nothing to tell. I've
Yeah,
done
there is.
nothing wrong. How can you prove
I mean,
different?
I'm not saying you have. Your layaway voucher, that's how I can prove it.
Your pearl earrings, Miss Galletta. You've been paying for them for a whole year. Stop lying and tell me what happened at the jewelry store.
Oh God, I won't lose the earrings, will I?
You could lose your freedom.
She doesn't care that her
if you don't
boss
stop obstructing
died.
a murder
Gives a
investigation.
crap about her ears.
Mr. Kalu. Edgar Kalu. He runs the jewelry
Edgar
store.
Kalu.
He's showing me a lovely watch. Mr. Gage bursts in. Mr. Kalu gets very angry with Mr. Gage, and they start yelling at each other. Mr. Gage tells me that all of the things in the store are junk, nickel-plated, made in Japan, and yells at me to get back to work.
Then what happened?
We get back here, and I hear a loud bang. Mr. Gage clutches at his back. I hear another bang, and another, and another. Mr. Gage falls to his knees. It looked very painful.
Possible murder
Which jewelry
suspect.
store?
Hartfield's. Broadway between 5th and 6th.
Did you see the person who shot Mr. Gage?
Of course I did. Mr. Kalu looked very angry. He kept firing the gun. He kept pulling the trigger. He threw the gun in a bin and turned and walked away.
I doubt that. I mean, sure, we found the gun in the bin, but I doubt that it's the full story.
You're making me angry, Miss Galletta. Is that what you want? Tell me why Mr. Kalu shot Mr. Gage.
Mr. Gage
Yeah,
hates
tell
Jews.
us now.
A lot of people do. It's not my fault if he has nice things.
Alright,
How many
tell
shots
me the
did you hear,
details.
Miss Galletta?
It's difficult to remember. It sounded like there were so many, and they were so loud.
Yeah, that's about right.
I need you to concentrate, Miss Galletta. Even minor details can become important later on.
Well, there was one bang, and then another, and then three very quickly, close together. 5.
Thank you for your help, ma'am. You've been very brave. We'll need you to make a formal statement about what happened to Mr. Gage.
Does that mean I can still collect my... Never mind.
All she cares about is those damn earrings. She doesn't give a crap that her boss has just been shot dead.
We have the murder weapon.
And the murderer. The girl saw it all. Our killer works at a jewelry store called Hartfield's.
That's a couple of blocks from here.
You thinking what I'm thinking?
Tate, maintain the perimeter.
Whilst we have the full story and can move on to get the suspect, we have to go to the gunsmith. Only because if you don't, then you miss out on a clue. And therefore, you don't get 5-star rating. And I'm all about that 5-star rating, you guys. Wilson's gun store. Gun sporting goods store.
Officers, what can I do you for?
Officers Phelps and Dunn, sir. Wilshire Division. We need you to trace a serial number.
Sure. What's the make and model?
FN Browning, model 1922. The serial number is 01138.
You don't say. Well, I didn't sell it. Europeans love them, but it's pretty rare you find one over here. Although I did have one in here a couple of weeks back.
Remember the owner?
Yeah.
Oh?
Kalu. Edgar Kalu was his name. Thing looked like he'd never been fired, but he brought it in here for cleaning anyway. Then he bought a box of cartridges and he left.
Do you know where we can find Mr. Kalu?
Told me he was on his lunch break. Said he worked at Hartfield's jewelry store just up on Broadway.
Thanks for your help.
Very helpful fella. Now we can go get the suspect. Let's go get us a murder suspect.
Officer, can I interest you in a new watch?
No.
Officer Cole Phelps, are you Edgar Kalu?
No. Mr. Kalu is out back. He said he'd lie down. I'll buzz him for you.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Son of a bitch! Go, Cole, go!
I knew something was up there.
Kalu, get back here!
Yeah, you can do that, and like Phelps, if you stay locked onto them for a long enough time, Phelps will shoot in the air and fire off like a warning shot. But I always suck at that part, so I just like
here.
Too late, Kalu.
Something with a little more reach.
So if you don't do it in time, he will like stop by himself and.
Heavens to Betsy!
More likely to hit a bystander at this distance. Not a man alive could make that shot with this weapon.
Get out of here.
Something with a little more reach.
Police, don't move. Stop your vehicles.
More likely to hit a bystander at this distance.
I never have any luck with this part.
This town's dangerous.
Oh yeah, you see, he'll like the cars will get into an accident, and then he'll like surrender. That's another. Even if you're not guilty, we can convict you of that. Traffic
Edgar
violation.
Kalu, you're under arrest for the murder of Everett Gage.
The case that makes you, and the case that breaks you. The one you never solve, the one that keeps you awake at night. The case that gnaws at your guts and ruins your marriage. The case that keeps you propping up a bar as you relive the what-ifs, the might-have-beens, the half-leads, and the half-truths. The case that other cops murmur about whenever you walk past. The case you never, ever discuss.
God's mill may grind slowly, but it grinds finely, son. I hear it's you who nabbed our malefactor from the shooting yesterday.
Yes, sir.
Then tell me, Boyo. I hear you're quite the climber, a man of initiative.
Boyo.
How would you like a chance at smiting this man with the sword of justice?
You're asking me to conduct the interview, sir?
I am, young Phelps. You've only been with us a short time and you've assembled yourself a stellar arrest record. Not to mention the fine work you did in the war, sending heathens back to the hell they came from. But I'm curious as to whether you can turn your hand to interrogation. Takes a certain animal cunning, lad. Do you think you might be ready for that?
Yes, sir. I think I am.
Good man. You need many things for a conviction, young Phelps. A motive, opportunity, hard evidence, and best of all, a confession. If you fail in the former, you can always use a modicum of violence to obtain the latter.
Just a modicum.
How are you feeling, lad?
A lot.
Fine,
just a little
sir.
bit.
Very good. The evidence is overwhelming. May the cat eat him and the cat be eaten by the devil. Bring me a confession, young Phelps. This is your chance. Don't fail me.
I won't. Just drinking his coffee, smoking a cigarette, doesn't care.
Has my lawyer arrived yet? I want to see my lawyer.
A lawyer can't help you, Mr.
That won't
Kalu.
happen.
You shot a man dead in cold blood. You're going to have to pay for that.
Now, tell me about your
You
argument
followed
with Mr. Gage.
and a girl back to the shoe store. You put 5 rounds in Gage's back.
Gage was a bastard. Whatever he got what was coming. But it had nothing to do with me.
I don't believe it. If that's true, then how come you were positively identified?
You shot Gage, and we know why. We can put you at the scene.
You can't prove anything.
Yeah, Ken, like I said. You were positively
We know
identified.
all about the argument. Miss Galetta made a statement.
You're counting on the girl? You think her testimony is going to stand up in court?
You're going to the
Yeah,
gas
I do.
chamber, Edgar.
That Jew-hating fuck couldn't leave me alone. I had a sale. That girl was ready to buy.
Okay, what about your
Let's change the
possible? What
subject.
about possible religious motives?
You fasting for Yom Kippur, Mr. Kalu?
Yeah, let's change the subject, you going motherfucker. How about baseball?
Language.
You're not denying you're a Jew, Mr. Kalu.
This is America. It's not Germany. It's not a crime.
Some people don't like Jews, Mr. Kalu.
It's true.
Yeah, and I guess you're one of them.
Gage hated Jews, didn't he, Mr. Kalu?
I don't know what you're talking about.
I doubt that.
You left-wing leaning parasite. You expect me to sit here and
Damn,
listen to you drivel?
Phelps.
You call me that? You sit there and you call me those names, you goddamn goy putt snatcher. You and that stup Gage.
Why did you do it, Mr. Kalu?
Gage. He's in the Chamber of Commerce. He's in with all those momsers. He blocked every proposal I ever put forward. Kike this and kike that. He's been trying to ruin my business for years.
Edgar Kalu, I'm charging you with the first-degree murder of Everett Gage. I respect your beliefs and your right to hold them. I hope for your sake the jury can commute to murder in the second degree. May God have mercy on you, sir.
He's like, ah, shit, what have I done?
Masterfully done, Officer Phelps.
Thank you.
It is just Officer Phelps. Isn't it, lad?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Then let me have a word with the Chief of Police, young Phelps. The department needs heroes. A shining, honest face the public can admire. I applaud a man with your talent for unwavering justice. Back to your duties for now, Boyle. But here's a piece of advice.
Boyo.
Get yourself 2 suits, get them pressed. You'll be needing them.
Okay, then. That's exciting. It's promotion time, baby. I guess we'll, do the first control, or not the first case after our promotion. So, we'll do that, and then we'll end the stream. Because I need to do some chores, get ready for tonight, because we're celebrating my dad's birthday. Because fun fact is, Ellie Noire and my dad share the same birthday, so that's exciting. So we'll get this first case done out of the way, and then we'll move on. Now, I am playing the LA Noire remaster for Xbox One and PlayStation 4. That's how I'm able to stream it. The driver's seat. So we get some of the unique DLC cases that were only available to other people at a certain point in time. So I'll be excited about that to get the new cases done out of the way.
Here's your new desk, kid. You're on traffic. The hot sheet is posted here, next to the map.
What's his problem?
That's Biggs. He's an institution.
So this is what all the
Keep
fuss
that
is
guy in
about.
mind. Biggs.
Why couldn't they build a freeway that goes past my place?
They haven't even approved the money yet, kid. The bond issue won't be till December. It'll be years before any of this will happen. Here's your new partner, Stefan Burkowski.
I've heard all about you, Phelps. You go easy on me and let me earn the odd citation, and maybe we'll get along fine.
I'm here to learn, Detective.
He's an intense one, isn't he, Mel?
Who's intense?
The newly minted detective here, Cole Phelps.
Hi, Phelps. I'll be keeping an eye on you. I could spend a little time basking in reflected glory. Make a change from busting hookers and dope fiends.
Who was that, Commander?
Roy Earl, chief detective and advice.
Do they all dress like movie stars?
Well, Roy is a movie star. And the whole of the seedy side of L.A. is his audience.
What is that?
Also keep Roy Earl in mind.
Stick with me, kid. You'll find out.
Okay.
And now
Morning
some
briefing.
housekeeping.
Morning
Warm Central Division welcome
there's
for
Floyd
Detective
there's
Cole
Floyd Rose.
Phelps.
In the first case.
Some of you guys may know Phelps.
And
He's
there's Rusty
the cop who
Galloway
broke
from the
the
first
jewelry
case.
store murder. Stand up and take a bow, Phelps.
If it's all right with you,
That's
sir.
an order, Phelps.
Shh, quiet, everybody.
I don't like that guy. I don't like
Phelps
looking
is
at
one of only
officer's
two
face.
serving LAPD officers who received the Silver Star during the war. Really gave it to those lousy Japanese, eh, Phelps?
I did my best, Captain.
Why you war heroes always so modest? I've partnered Phelps with everybody's favorite Pole, Stefan Bukowski.
Hope you like work, kid. Bukowski sure as hell doesn't.
Well, that's why we have partners, right?
Okay, can it, guys. Stick with Bukowski. He's a good cop. He knows
I think
traffic
Bukowski's
inside.
my favorite
I'm
partner
going
in
to
the
start
game.
you out with one case. You do okay, I'll give you a couple more. You screw up, you'll be rousting vagrants and running license plates. Now get down to the PE Freight Depot, 6th and Alameda. A patrolman called in a suspicious vehicle. Signs of foul play. See what you can find out.
Come on, Phelps.
Let's change up our outfit. I like having outfit. I like wearing an outfit that matches the partner. So, which one would work good? And some outfits have unique special abilities too. I'll show you all of them here real quick. So, one, the Outsider. Don't believe everything you read in the papers. That doesn't have any special ability. Chicago Lightning. You shoot straighter with the Thompson, BAR, and shotgun. You get this one if you link your social club account to the game. The Hardboiled Detective. It's hard to fool a seasoned detective. It removes one answer whenever you're interrogating an officer or a suspect. This one doesn't have any special abilities. It's just it's just an outfit you get. This is the patrol uniform you wear when you get you in the first scene. It just makes you become harder to spot when tailing someone. Very useful. The Murphy lets you uphold the law without having to reload your shotgun or Tommy gun. Basically gives infinite ammo. The Untouchable. This suit does not show blood stains and takes no damage and makes you take no damage from punches. The Golden Boy, just a default outfit you get. The Hacksaw. Take an extra dose of damage and stay standing. That's useful. That one is not very useful. It doesn't have any abilities. It lets you hit harder and take more punches before going down. Is what the Broderick does. The Button Man lets you carry extra ammo for all weapons just in case. The Sharpshooter lets you shoot straighter with the Garand and Colt 45. And I think we will wear this one to start off.
I got the jitters again.
No, not this one. Oh, we'll wear the Sunset Strip.
They really pushed you through quick, didn't they? 6 years on patrol before I got this desk. You were here in 5 minutes.
What do you want me to say? I didn't ask for any favors.
Bronco, give me a hand. I got a hard case.
That's the cop from the newspapers.
Yeah, I am.
You know this place? Sure. Near the old gas works and Signo Depot and the warehouse.
Got a new undercover cop car too.
I'll direct.
How far out is it? Where are we supposed to go here? Way down there. Investigating an abandoned vehicle full of blood.
All units, so 459 just occurred at 6th
So,
and Sarah.
You can respond to street crimes, but we're not going
Friends
to.
now, Bukowski? We
I'll
have to
save
work
that for
together.
another
Don't be so
stream at
touchy.
some point.
I grew up in San Francisco. My father was in shipping. I went to college at Stanford, did 2 years ROTC before Marine OCS at Camp Elliott. Shipped out in early 45 as a first lieutenant, fought in the Okinawa campaign. I was wounded, shipped back home, did a year on the beat, now I'm here.
So you won the Silver Star.
I don't want to talk about it.
Now let me get this straight. You single-handedly killed 40 Japs on this hill in Okinawa. No. You were up there all night, draped in the flag, knife between your teeth, gun at the ready. Finished? The Emperor Hirohito himself leading the charge against you.
I did my part, Bukowski. What did you do?
I kept the streets of LA safe for the people.
Yeah, now I get it. Unfit for service.
Oh, fuck you, Phelps. I earned a bravery citation during the Zuda riots.
Sounds like you had it rough.
I did my job.
No one is saying you didn't.
I did 6 years as a patrolman.
That's the third time you've told me.
Well, first time, second time. I think. I don't remember. Yeah, it was the third time. Yeah. Listening to some music on our way there. Well, thank you guys again for stopping by and celebrating the 10-year anniversary of one of my all-time favorite games. I really hope that one day Rockstar will make a new entry in this series. Because it's such a good series that just seems like it doesn't get as much credit it deserves. But we all know Rockstar's too obsessed with Grand Theft Auto. But maybe one day.
I need to get back to work, officer.
The detectives are here now. You repeat to them what you told
This
me.
game is highly underrated, I find.
did the right thing by calling this in. I'm just a working stick.
Just
It's
give
ahead
them
of
your
its time.
story and you'll be all right.
This game originally came out on this day 10 years ago for the Xbox 360 and PS3, but got re-released
This is your first
in
case,
November of
Phelps.
2017
Okay, admit it if you're stumped.
for the
You don't know what
Xbox
to do
One
next, just come talk to me
and PlayStation 4 and
we'll see what we can figure out.
PlayStation VR.
Thanks, Stefan.
So you can actually play this game
Okay.
technically in first person with the VR on PlayStation, which is pretty cool. But I could never play it in VR.
I'm Officer Hart.
Phelps, traffic.
Officer Hart.
What have you got?
Abandoned car, probably stolen. The solid citizen is Nate Wilkie. He called it in.
What gives with the corner?
There's blood all over the interior. Someone's copped a full Broderick, but no stiff as yet.
We have an owner for the car?
The car is registered to an Adrian Black, just north of Bunker Hill.
All right, we'll take a look around.
I'll keep Mr. Wilkie talking, but don't make him wait too long. He's the restless type.
I better get back to work, sir.
I know it seems like kind of a no shit Sherlock type thing, but I like to think I'm the only one who noticed the blood in here.
A lot of blood.
Yeah, no duh, Phelps. He didn't lose a lot of blood, he exploded. Let's see what the coroner's up to.
Doc? Detective Phelps. What have we got?
I seen you at the
Lot of blood for a blunt force injury.
shooting. against
Victim must be in a very bad
Scooter
way.
Payton shooting.
Any sign of the guy?
Not unless he's in the trunk of
If
the
the
car.
victim, if he's in a way at all, looks to be exploded. Looks like he's exploded. So I don't think he's in any way at all. Like, God.
Maybe if... No.
What if that was the murder weapon? I mean, there'd probably be blood on it if it was, so probably not. Alright. A live hog? Who's buying a, who the heck buys a live hog?
Live pig yesterday?
Mr. F. Morgan? What was Rockstar in the name Morgan? There's this guy named Morgan. And, friggin' Arthur Morgan. Pack of cigarettes.
Not everything here is going to be relevant.
Yeah. Suppose you're right. What's over here? Oh, this is the murder weapon, not that thing.
The brand name might give us something to go on.
Insta heat. Alright. Here's some more clues. Adrian Black.
Married.
Adrian!
Sounds like an average guy. What was he doing out here?
What was he doing out here? Why do these people look like freaking demons? Happier times, yeah. Look like freaking demons. Good luck falling asleep tonight without that being in your mind.
Stenzel glasses. Home repaired by the look of it.
Alright, let's go talk to the witness.
Advice?
Have a word with the witness. It's not often we get eyeballs in a case like this.
Okay.
Sir, I'm Detective Phelps.
Name's Nate Wilkie.
You found the vehicle?
Sure. Saw it just sitting there. Strange place to be parking your car. Figured I'd
I'd
take
say.
a look. And then I saw all the blood. So I called the police.
Understandable.
Mind if I ask what you
What's
were
your
doing
purpose
out
of
here?
the scene?
Well, I work for the railway. I was on my way out to the switch and reckoned I'd take a shortcut.
Okay, that seems
Did you see
believable.
anybody else in the yard? Maybe somebody hanging around the car?
Nope. I hadn't seen a soul all day till you boys turned up.
No.
Do you know
who do you
Adrian
know?
Black, Mr. Wilkie?
No, sir. That ain't a name I'm familiar with.
I got straight face.
You ever
Ain't
seen
lying.
the car before?
Funny enough, I did. A couple of nights ago, it was over there in the parking lot. I know most of the cars are parked here regular, so it kind of stood out.
What about the
We found a
bloodstained
steel
pipe?
pipe with blood on it near the car. Do you know anything about it, Mr. Wilkie?
No, sir. I went straight for the law when I saw the car was full of blood.
Okay. Well,
When you saw the
that was
blood,
good of you.
was it wet, bright red, or darker like it is now?
Darker, I'd say. Looked dry already.
Alright, what about the
wallet by the
contents of the
car.
wallet?
Was there anything in it when you arrived?
You accusing me of something, mister?
Don't like how his eyes have gotten all shifty. I could accuse him just to be a jerk, but I'm gonna doubt him.
Do you want the patrolman to hold you down while we turn out your pockets, Mr. Wilkie?
Maybe I checked inside that wallet. Not that I was gonna steal anything. Maybe I took a look. But there weren't no money in there. Not even change.
Okay.
Thank you for your help, Mr. Wilkie. We'll contact your employer if we need anything more from you.
If you have to, I guess. I can't really spend no more time over this.
Somebody's got to inform the wife, Phelps. If you're done here, we'll head over there now.
Yeah, let's go. But you're driving. I don't think I can be trusted to drive.
You know the way. You can drive.
Do we know where we're going?
Yeah, you just told me where to go. The house of the victim.
Let's go introduce ourselves. You talk to her, Phelps. I'm no good at this shoulder to cry on stuff.
LAPD, your
Just
husband's
a
dead.
minute.
No, not just a minute, now. Let's kick the door down.
LAPD, Mrs. Black. May we come in? We have some bad news, and we'd rather discuss
Yeah,
this in
her
private.
husband
I'm Margaret
exploded.
Black. We can discuss this in the living room. Please come in.
She doesn't seem like she's... She seems very suspicious.
Your husband
if you ask
drives a
me.
blue Lincoln, Mrs. Black?
That's correct.
The car has been found abandoned, and I'm afraid there are signs of foul play.
I knew something was wrong when he didn't come home.
We believe your husband may be injured. We found a pipe on the scene with blood on it.
Oh no!
Yep, she's guilty.
Adrian.
I'm calling
Does
it
the
now.
name Insta-Heat mean anything to you, ma'am?
No, he's probably questioning her first.
Yes, it does. We've just had a new water heater installed.
Okay.
Whereabouts, Mrs. Black?
Just outside the kitchen window. At the side of the house.
I'd like you to try and stay calm and remember everything that you can about last night. My partner and I are going to take a look around. When you're ready, we're going to have some more questions for you. Is that okay?
Of course, officer. Anything to help secure my husband's safety.
Well, let's check the place out. Come on. Have a good look around. There's got to be something in here to go on.
Oh, a guy in here. Why do they have separate bedrooms? Why is there a plane
Used
ticket
to
or
Seattle
a train
and a
ticket?
suitcase gone missing. Someone couldn't wait to get out of this house.
Yeah, really.
This must be Adrian's. Stenzel. So the glasses are a match.
Mm-hmm.
Separate bedrooms, separate pictures. What gives here?
Yeah.
To my Adrian. This thing gets more and more interesting.
How strange. I'm getting more and more curious. Kavanaugh's bar.
So who brought this home?
Well, I mean, it's in Adrian's bedroom, so most likely Adrian brought it home. Phelps.
Maybe Adrian was a patron. R&I should have an address.
Adrian the patron.
This was only recently installed, not 2 days ago.
Maybe it's time we took a look around outside.
Not yet. Another thing from Kavanaugh's. Another newspaper here.
Lie down, make yourself comfortable. So, you're a friend of Courtney's?
Yes, Doctor.
He seems very concerned about you.
I have these visions. These blinding visions. I can't get them out of my head. My skull, it feels like it's in a
I'm
vice.
going to give you something to calm your nerves. I want to take you on a journey back. I want you to remember the good things about your past, occasions that made you laugh, times that made you smile.
But yeah, like I was saying, that Dr. Fontaine, he is actually voiced by the same person who plays Micah Bell in Red Dead Redemption 2. Which I find rather cool. But like, real talk though, what is it with friggin', what is it with, characters being played by, Micah to...
Probably nothing.
Have a red shirt and white pants, or not characters played by Micah, characters played by Peter Bloomquist to have a white shirt, or a white pants and red shirt.
No use leaving the thing half finished.
I don't think this is what Phelps signed up for when he decided to join the LAPD.
That can't be right. So the pipe missing from Mr. Black's heater is the same one that killed him. Huh. Seems like the assailant is a little closer to home.
We don't know if he's dead. All we know is that he's missing. Don't jump the gun, Phelps. It's always bad when you do that.
I'm all right
All we know is
now.
that he's missing though, so like...
We found a
Slaughterhouse
receipt in the trunk of your husband's car for a live pig. This receipt was made out to an F. Morgan.
A pig? Adrian runs a tool business. That would be Frank Morgan. God knows what he's up to.
Frank Morgan.
What makes you say that about Morgan, ma'am?
I have no
He's the
reason to doubt
foreman
you.
at my husband's plant. Very shady character. I told Adrian he needs to keep his distance from the staff. They're always out drinking together.
The
Was your husband
Stenzel
wearing his
glasses
glasses
case.
when he left here yesterday?
Yes, he just bought a new pair.
Go on.
I kept telling him to throw those old ones away. He tried to repair them with tape. They look terrible.
Location of Adrian.
tell you
Where
where
is
you
your
were going
husband?
last night?
All he said was he was gonna meet Frank for a drink.
So nothing out of the usual then.
Well, he came home early from work. He never comes home early. And he went out early, too. He normally never leaves for the bar till about 7.
But
Tell
the
us about
photograph
the photo
signed
of
by
Adrian in
Nicole.
the bedroom.
What is there to tell? It's from his most recent business trip to Seattle.
I don't believe you.
There's plenty to
I'd
tell.
explain the
you just won't
concealed
tell it.
message then.
You're lying about the photograph, Mrs. Black.
Yeah.
You're incredibly rude and insensitive.
Screw
I
you.
guess you know that. I've told you what I know about the picture.
How do you explain the concealed message?
What about Nicole, Mrs. Black? Was your husband going to leave you for her?
I've seen the photo frame. He thinks I'm stupid. But women sense these things. I don't know if he intended to leave me or if it was just a fling. God only knows. I only want to know that he's safe.
Okay, what about the
Your
Kavanaugh's
husband
bar
frequents
matchbook?
Kavanaugh's bar?
How did you know that?
Matchbox, I don't know. How could I not know? There's like a ton of Kavanaugh's bar matchboxes scattered around the house.
So Adrian spends a lot of time there.
Up until recently, he's been away in Seattle a lot on business.
What about your alibi?
I think you should come clean with us, Mrs. Black. Your husband is missing, and after our search, I'm willing to call the circumstances suspicious. Can you account for your movements last night?
You're not accusing me, are you? What an awful thing to say.
I didn't say I was accusing
I was
anyone.
here all night, of course, waiting for Adrian to come home.
So you're here by yourself.
Is there anyone who can vouch for that?
Well, no. I was here alone. I cooked Adrian's dinner and waited.
And you don't see how it's suspicious, lady?
We'll keep you informed, Mrs. Black.
Please do, Detective.
You don't see how that could be suspicious? Let's make a phone call.
Operator, give me R&I.
Putting you through now.
Phelps, badge 1247.
How could I help, Detective?
I need an address on a Kavanaugh's bar.
Certainly, Detective. One moment. Kavanaugh's Bar, corner of Aliso and Hewitt, south side of Union Station.
Thank you.
How if back then you just called the police to ask for a location of someplace? Nowadays you just use Google. Also he calls the cops and he's just like, hey, yeah, I'm a fellow officer. Can you tell me what to do?
You can drive.
And she's just like,
And
oh,
where
you're a
exactly
cop?
are we going?
Okay, this is what you need to do. We gotta go.
Can you drive to this one?
Do I seriously have to move the car for you, man? Are you that stupid? Alright, there you go. Is that better for you?
You drive. I need to go over the case notes.
There we go.
Jesus, I'm glad
Now
to
we
be
can
out of
go.
there.
Mr. and Mrs. Black don't seem to have the happiest home life.
He's too scared to divorce her, and she's too much of a shrinking violet to throw him out. If this hadn't happened, they could have stayed miserable together forever.
You think she could have killed him?
She sure as hell doesn't seem the type, but stranger things have happened.
Let's go to the bar. I love this part.
Hey, I know you.
No, you don't.
I'll never find that not funny.
We were at school together. How about you buy me a drink for old time's sake?
I just found out about that extra dialogue
Looking for
recently.
someone? Something funny about the clam chowder.
So, yeah.
What do you
pretty
think?
cool.
Ask the barkeep. He'll know all the regulars. You know Frank Morgan?
Sure. Frank's your regular. He's a loner in the back.
You want a tip?
Frank Morgan?
Who's asking?
Cole Phelps, LAPD. I understand you're a friend of Adrian Black.
Yeah, I know him.
Are you aware that he's missing?
No, I hadn't heard that. Tough break.
Alright, link to the abandoned
We
vehicle.
found Black's car, abandoned in a freight depot, covered in blood. You know anything about that, Morgan?
Hell no. I'm sorry to hear that. I like Adrian. He's a good boss.
Please, don't tell me you actually believe this jerk-off, Phelps.
Calm down, man. I don't believe him. He's
You're
guaranteed-
lying, Morgan.
We already
You
know
were
he's lying.
there.
We have evidence.
And you're talking out your ass, detective. How about you prove I was out at that rail yard?
I can prove that easily because I found a receipt with your name on it for a live
You were
hog.
there, Morgan. We found a receipt in the trunk of the car. It has your name on it. We can call the slaughter yard and nail you on it.
All right already. That fool Adrian's fallen for some dame in Seattle. He
I would
wanted
explain
me
the
to make
train
it look
ticket.
like he'd been attacked.
Where exactly
Where
is
is
Black
Adrian?
holed up?
No idea. I think he took off for Seattle.
He's clearly lying. I doubt
Tired
that,
of your
man.
shtick, Morgan. Spill it!
Yeah.
Or we take you out in the
Or I'll
alley
kill
and we
you.
knock it out of you.
He's holed up at my place. He's waiting for some money to come through before he blows.
Hell, I don't even want to know
An
where
address?
Adrian is. I want to know what happened to
It's
the
an
hog.
apartment house at the
Tell me
corner
what
of
happened to the
Temple and
hog.
Figueroa. Apartment number 2.
Apartment 2.
I think that's all. Thanks for your help, Morgan. We appreciate it.
Hey, I'm just glad I could help. I love cops.
Cuff him,
Yeah,
let him
I'm
go.
sure you
It's up
do.
to you, Phelps. There's no way I'm writing this
Let's
idiot
cuff
up.
him because he is part of the. Because he is also.
J.W.
Let's cuff him. Let's cuff him because he's
Don't you know?
He's. Oh, what's the word I'm looking for? He's an associate
I got drinking to do.
in crime. He's an associate in a crime. Forget the word I'm
You
looking
got
for.
Morgan's
so
address? Let's get
Let's
over to his
go.
apartment.
Let's go see Morgan. Again, what is with Rockstar and naming their characters Morgan? Alright, how far away is it? Not terribly far.
I've met some pretty
Let's
good
go
liars
arrest
in
this
my
guy
time.
for insurance.
People who
fraud,
sound
or
convincing because they
insurance fraud
actually
and faking
believe
his
their own
death.
bullshit. Huh. The type is clever, hard to catch out.
Frank Morgan is not one of those people.
No, he is not.
KGPL calling car 11K. 11K, come in.
11K, go ahead.
Message from Technical Services.
Tech Services.
Abandoned Lincoln at the PE Freight Depot is not human. Repeat, not human. Compositional analysis reveals swine as the most likely match.
Roger,
Wow.
KGPL. Time to reel this guy in, Phelps.
That's one thing that's always intrigued me, and I've always wondered. Is this game taking place in 1947? So like, how were they able to find out that it was pig or hog's blood, considering the game is in 1947 and there's no such thing as like forensic evidence back then, like no such thing as forensic like tools to help match the blood, figure it out. So that's just always really intrigued me and that I've always found interesting. By the end of the day, I feel like I've committed more traffic violations than the people I'm actually pursuing have.
Well, let's check the place out. Come on.
Apartment 2.
Apartment 2.
We already knew that. Is it on this side? Nope. Must be on this side. Please open up.
Help you, gentlemen? LAPD
Yeah.
detectives, Mr. Black. You're under arrest.
Look, I'm really sorry about this. I never tried to hurt anyone. I just needed to get away from LA. I won't put up a struggle. Just let me get my things.
I knew it!
No, I don't want
Let's
like
go
your
after him.
things.
I'll try and head him off in the car. Remember, the gun is the last resort.
Phelps, you're too trusting sometimes. Gun last resort. Got it.
There's no point running, Adrian. Mr. Black, get back here right now.
thought it was a cop. No,
It's
fine,
over,
just lying down
Adrian. Stop right
poles.
there, Adrian.
Why not just come clean with her, Black? Why the melodrama?
I thought it would be easier.
No, it just got a whole lot harder. Adrian Black, you're under arrest for conspiracy and fraud. We'll see what the DA has to say about wasting police resources on a wild goose chase like this.
You're gonna lose your wife, lose your job, and probably end up in the big house. I hope she was worth it, Adrian.
What crime did he commit, though?
That turned out to
Not
be
much.
quite
He's
some
faked his
case,
death.
huh? Adrian, what an idiot. You got an arrest and a clearance in your first case, and in fine style, too. Well done, detective. Efficient investigation technique, good public presence. You keep that up and you learn from Bukowski here, you could go a long way in this department.
Well, that is the end of the first case in LA Noire traffic desk section, and the end of the patrol desk. Thank you guys for stopping by, checking out the stream, and celebrating the 10-year anniversary of one of my favorite video games ever made, LA Noire. I hope you enjoyed, and if you missed anything, this video should be uploaded on my YouTube channel eventually, and I'm going to make a series about this, so stop by and check out the rest of the series as we progress more to the ranks of the LAPD.